So she, like I said, she was supposed to have a brand new wig on her head. Um, I already confirmed that through my sister's phone, and the girl who did it had told me that. Like I talked to her like I think twice briefly, and she told me she had just did my sister hair, so she shouldn't need no hairdo. And so I was like, okay, because I hadn't seen my sister, body before services and everything. So um, we after I gave them the outfit, um, I messaged this. I'm gonna name her Milia. Milia. Milia was the girl who do makeup and eyelashes and eyebrows. So I reached out to her because that was my sister's person. Like she always did my sister eyebrows. So I reached out to her and asked her, can she do her makeup? And at first she was kind of like she don't know because she never did like nobody's makeup when they're deceased or whatever. So she was like not sure. And she was like, you know what? Because it's her, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And so I was like, okay, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And then I was asking her how much she gonna charge. And so she said she wasn't gonna charge nothing. I said, you sure? Cause I will pay you. And she was like, no, I'm gonna do it for free. Cause she always, came to me no matter what. She was a loyal client. I'm gonna do her eyebrow. I'm gonna do her makeup. And so I said, okay, if you want to get paid, just let me know, and I'll pay you. So she still was like, no, 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 I'm not gonna charge. So um, as the days progressed, my mom ended up going down there, filling out the paperwork and making her payment. Um, yeah, she made the payment, and after that, I think it was the very next day after we did the paperwork and everything, and she made the payment. Oh, we had to set up the little, they look like bookmarks, but they was like the it had her picture on it, and all the sunset, the sunrise to sunset, like all that information. And then it had like a poem on the back, and my mom picked out everything, and she had me pick out the pictures and everything that we wanted to put on there. And then she had me pick out the picture that I'm not sure what that thing called, that you can hang it up and it got the big picture on it. um I'll probably have to show y'all later, but it got a little tassel look to on the sides. Y'all know what I'm talking about because they give them out all the time when people pass away. So she had me pick out the pictures that, like, I was basically handling everything, because my mama, she really couldn't do it. Like, she probably was in shock still, and she was just trying to maintain, but like I was really like doing everything, like the footwork of everything. That's why she kept saying you. She kept telling me that I was her rock. So I literally was there through everything. I'm talking about everything. And so um, we finally get to the day of the service. Was it the day? I think the day before the service. No, the day of the service. And the girl, Milia, who does the makeup, she had messaged me that, she's headed there that morning to do her makeup and everything. So I was like, okay. And she was like, um, I'll call you once I'm done. So once she had got done, she called me and she was like, "Do you want to see her?" And I said, at first I was gonna say no, I'm gonna just wait. And then I was like, no, I want to see how her makeup look. And she called me and she FaceTimed me and she was like showing me her, and like it was that was tough for me. Um yeah, she was showing me her, and the lady at the funeral home was kind of like getting upset with her because she had her phone out and she was telling her she can't do that. But the girl had told her, Nelia had told her that this is the sister on the phone who's been doing all the planning, and she just wanted to see how her makeup looked, since I'm done. So the lady was like, okay. Um, so after that, um, she asked me, can she take a picture of her hand? She not gonna she not gonna show her pictures or whatever. And another thing that I regret. Um, yeah, so she took um the pictures for me too, because she was like, I'm gonna send you pictures of her if you want me to. And I said, yeah, go ahead and send me pictures. And so she sent the pictures, like everything like she said she was gonna do, she did it. And so after that, she didn't come to the funeral because she had other stuff to do. But um after that, it was the service, and the the funeral home, they allow you to come, the family, the immediate family, they allow them to come in um hour before the service start. And so um we went in an hour before and we seen my sister. And I remember walking in and it was just like something was taking my breath. And we signed her little book and we went in there and seen her. And I remember when I got in front of her, I was just standing there and I had my nephew. I was holding my nephew and I was crying. And I guess I was standing there too long. So the lady had told me like I gotta move. She was like, just go. Um, she didn't want me. She just didn't want me to act a fool, and she knew, she seen it. And she was like, let everybody else come in. I let everybody else come in. I went and sat down with my nephew and I cried, and um, my nephew didn't want to sit there anymore. And so I hung around for a little bit longer, and I went back outside and I sat in the truck. And my mom, she did too, because she couldn't do it no more. She couldn't do it. And so we sat in the truck for a while, and then we started seeing everybody else started coming. And we didn't dress in no we didn't dress in attire for like a funeral. We had did like t-shirts, and um Amina and her cousin had made the shirts, but the shirts wasn't they wasn't like in good condition, because whatever they did, the shirts was falling apart by the time like we walked back out the building. And I remember running into a girl that make t-shirts